Recharge. Loading up here. We talk about it time and time again. Shock rifle, camouflage, and everything else you need to get your hands on in order to come out on top. May the servers be with everybody in the lobby right now, as apparently Bound, he's liking his server. It's a pretty nice cross map onto Lucid.
Yeah, there's some good shots by Bound right there, and honestly, it'll allow Renegade, or it'll be Renegade, I'm sorry, that scoops up the camo with all that distraction. 1-0 lead in favor of Bound and Lqgend. Renegade trying to find an opening. Lucid and Bound are going to trade it up, so Renegade not finding a lot of value out of this camo. He does get the shock rifle, so he cuts the center of the map, gets that shock, but this camo is going to go out now.
Shock in the
oh, I'm sorry.
A shock in the hands of Renegade. Waiting for Lqgend and Bound to potentially push up over toward the long haul side. Not happening just yet. But here we go. Finally, we should see Bound. Not yet. Not yet. So far, Lucid on the opposite side, making sure that nobody pushes over towards A. And both of these teams willing to slow the game down completely. I mean, you can drop a pin on one side of the map and hear it echo all the way towards the other.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Like, this is the first time we've watched a Recharge 2v2 played this slowly at the very start of the game. I'm assuming they're just not allowing Renegade to get any sort of open shot here. Lucid playing on that grapple side. They're looking for just a little bit of information. Renegade's going to be aware of Bound trying to flank on this long haul side, but oh, the timing's not going to be in his favor. If they find information on Renegade, Bound is going to push up, but no, Bound backs up all the way back to tower.
Lqgend and Bound over toward the tower side. It looks like we saw a shock rifle onto the gold side of the map, and both teams just staying on each of their respective sides. They're saying, you know what, we're gonna wait till camo comes up. When camo comes up, that's when we'll push.
Well, hopefully they'll push really soon. You can see Lqgend does. He grabs the camo, decides to go to C plat. You can see. You might have missed it because you guys closed your eyes. I told you not to do that, but it's now 5-1. Lqgend and Bound lead.
Bound able to take down Lucid 6-1, seemingly out of nowhere. Bound having all 6 of the kills at the moment. Lqgend having a few assists to work with, and Lqgend still working with that camouflage. Puts his first kill on the board. Meanwhile, for Scream, Bound is still getting aggressive over toward the gold side. Challenges Lucid, but Lucid gonna get the best of him momentarily, and Lqgend's gonna slow things down just a bit. 7-2 lead here in favor of Bound and Lqgend. Finally, things starting to pick up a bit.
As you say that, it's gonna be Renegade pushing on the C plat. He gets taken out. A very defensive type plays, very defensive plays here from Bound and Lqgend. Lucid trying to find a little bit of an opening, just a bit of damage with that green gun. Not gonna find any damage at all though. Both Bound and Lqgend are gonna be full shields here. And they're gonna be playing very close, very tight on this back hydro side.
It looks like there is a player that's stuck up over toward the blue pipes, and when you hear the plasma pistol going off, you know it's Lucid. Bound somehow taking down both Renegade and Lucid with the double, keeping their 7-kill lead. A 10-3 run by Bound and Lqgend.
It's actually insane. I honestly didn't expect this. I constantly said, you know, waiting inside of the grand finals for teams to come through the lower bracket, you'd be a bit cold. It does not look like that is the case. 12-3 now. Bound has the shock rifle. He's got the camo to utilize as well, and Luce is going to be pushing aggressively on the whirlpool. He gets one to the face, and it'll be Bound looking for more on the tower side of the map.
Bound really starting to feel himself. Camouflage and shock rifle 10-2 at the moment here. 360 for the killing spree. Now we're just getting fancy with it. Turned into yet another double kill. This is the Bound show, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely insane. Anytime it's involving Bound and I say, you know, waiting in the grand finals, blah, 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 I'm just not going to say it anymore. Like, this is incredible out of him. 12-2 to start this game.
Wow.
Make that 13. Going on to Lucid. Lucid into 1v1. Bound getting a little shaky here, but he gets the kill on to Lucid once again. And That's going to be a 14-2 scoreline for Bound.
Oh my gosh, all those resets, and out of all of it, somehow Bound, he found the server he was looking for. Let me tell you, and that's right in his living room, because the way he's playing is absolutely unreal. He's putting like NBA 2K create your own character type of numbers right now. 14-3. Mind you, Renegade and Lucid as a duo have 6 kills. Bound is 14-3. This is unreal.
And he wants more too. Aggressively pushing into this glass side. That sticky hit. Oh, I thought it did. I thought it hit the leg of Bound. Renegade trying to get fancy with it. Bound's still alive though somehow. 19-6 now. Renegade's gonna try again on the top of gold. Camo coming up. These next couple kills very important. Lucid gets one of the kill feed. Bound takes a 1v1 versus Renegade, and Renegade comes out on top of that one with shields to work, with no shields to work with, and the information on the spawns as well. That camo coming up. It's gonna be Renegade with the long-range battle rifle pushing back the opponents.
Back-to-back kills for Renegade and Legend. I'm sorry, excuse me, Renegade and Lucid. Might be exact what the doctor ordered right there. 19-9 lead still in favor of Bound and Legend. Or maybe we see one of the greatest comebacks here in this tournament. As Lucid putting the camouflage right to work. The pings are out. They know exactly where Legend is going. Legend trying to make his way through long haul, being hunted down by both Renegade and Lucid. I can't imagine what's more scarier in Halo Infinite than these two flying at you somehow. Still has a few seconds left with this camouflage. Excuse me, it just ran out.
Yeah, just great game sense by Lucid, though. You wouldn't expect anything less, right? Gets the cut off on the long haul. Make sure to get that clean kill. They've got a lot of work to do still, but 19-11. They're starting to bring this game back. We're within 8.
And right back to slowing the game down, which, to be honest with you, I think that's really kind of what Renegade and Lucid have to do. They have to try to somehow minimize their mistakes and force Bound and Legend into their own, because Bound's playing absolutely lights out and Legend's making 0 mistakes and perfectly supporting him. At this point, you're still down by 8 kills, no matter the run you just went on. Renegade with the shock. Looking to change things just a bit. Nobody home over toward the top tower side. Legend's actually over towards blue pipes, and Bound is in like a perfect bait position waiting for them to push Legend so that he can pounce on them.
Yeah, that's a great call right there too. Just waiting for that cross like you said. Lucid down to no shields though. Still gonna come out and chow. He thinks Renegade's there to help him, but Legend takes out both.
Huh?
My man's on 180 ping and he's popping off as well.
Camouflage coming up in less than 10 seconds here. Renegade and Lucid have to find their way from the gold side of the map through long haul and put themselves in a favorable position to at least bait out this camouflage. And instead, you're just a bait for Legend. The beautiful headshot onto Renegade. The damage onto Lucid to allow Bound not only to get a hold of that camouflage, but also pick up the kill as well. 2 more kills needed here for Bound and Legend, and they're taking game number 1.
Yeah, 2 kills. If there's 2 people I wouldn't count out, even at this state of the game, it's these 2 guys and Lucid and Renegade. But still, it's a very tough comeback to have happen. You've got to get control of every camo that you can, and there's only 1 camo left to take control of anyway. I don't know if that's enough to bring back this huge deficit, but Lucid keeps hitting shots like that. It might be true. He gets taken out, though. A little bit of a trade there from Renegade, but still only 1 kill is needed for Bound and Legend to win this first game of the Grand Finals.
Oh, wow.
Oops.
T-Rex arms coming in. Legend can't quite find the melee. And I know you said if there's 2 players you don't want to count out, it's a Renegade and Lucid. Well, let me tell you something. They can get themselves the Yogurt Twins and Walshy, and I don't think they're winning right now. You're talking about just 1 more kill needed. There is no way. There's no universe. There is no universe in the multiverse where Bound and Legend don't get this final kill. I refuse to believe it.
I don't know. I've honestly, if it happens, I've never seen anything crazier, but I also wouldn't doubt that it possibly could happen. Oh, the Renegade's way too aggressive here. There it is. Bound and Legend winning game number 1 of the Grand Finals on Recharge in a dominating fashion. It looks like that sitting down in the grand finals waiting didn't affect them whatsoever. Bound and Legend, like I said, getting that first W. Renegade and Lucid, though, started to bring that game back just a bit. So obviously very good by them.
Well, you know, you talked about Bound and Legend potentially being iced out with having to wait in the grand finals. Well, why don't we talk about the other side of things? With all those daggone resets, you know, it's like icing the kicker. You know, in football, right before they cook a field goal or say an extra point, the opposing coach might call a timeout to ice the kicker. Right before we're about to kick it, they kind of give him a little bad. I mean, maybe just maybe that was that was them icing the kicker right there with all those resets. Now going to this game number 2, I can imagine both teams, they're a little warmed up, they're ready for action. Lucid and Renegade coming out through the elimination bracket would have to win 2 best-of-5 series in order to become your champions. Meanwhile, Bound and Legend, off of that amazing game number 1, 2 more wins, and they are your champions. They are taking this lion's share of this $1,000 prize pool provided by LVT.
You know what's really, my favorite thing is the chat. Bound says, I'm not playing on 240 anymore. So apparently Legend's still on 240 ping. Lucid says it's an East server. and Renegade says, it's okay. All you do is hide anyway. Bound. Absolutely love it. I love the banter so much. I can't imagine playing on 240 ping. I cry if I'm over 40 ping. So, you know, it is what it is, but that's why I'm not competing, and that's why I'm here. Camo in the hands of Lucid. They get 1 kill as well. Renegade and Lucid do. We'll see if they're able to use this camo to add up onto that score just a bit. Legend's gonna go down 2. Lucid gets another one.
Camouflage in the hands of Lucid, and Renegade putting that shock rifle to work. 3-0 start out of Renegade and Lucid. It's funny because not too long ago, you know, Renegade and Bound, they were your undefeated LVT Money Tuesday champions. A lot of y'all don't know, they were the duo back in the day, and now being separated. Bound and Legend may just be the new duo. Bound taking down Lucid. Right over toward the LR side he goes. Renegade trying to hunt him down, knowing that he's weak. Doesn't get there exactly in time and finds himself in a bit of an SSG sandwich. Bound gets himself the kill, snatches up the shock rifle, puts it to the dome of the former MVP, and just like that, Bound and Legend only down by 1 kill.
See if Bound's able to get any other angles here with his shock. You can just see the pace of the game has slowed once again and just constantly becomes a factor. Last time, on the last game, I believe, the very beginning, it was Bound and Legend who played very slow and did the quote-unquote hiding that Renegade talked about. But in this one, it looks like it's Lucid and Renegade doing the hiding, so we'll see who's able to get that very first pick, but a lot on the line here. $800 for first place. It's nothing to squawk at. I mean, $400 each player is a lot for a day's work, you know? At least it is for me. 2 seconds on the camel, coming up the top center. 10 minutes remain here, but Bound, once again, has to find an opening. Legend pushed up very aggressively here, and Lucid's gonna get the kill under Legend.
Renegade able to take down Bound. That clears out the active camouflage. Quickly grabbed up as Bound, and Legend found himself 2 down. Legend though right off a spawn, going right after Renegade. Lucid gets away with the camouflage and thrust combination, but being let by yourself, how much can you do even with the camo? Still elected to get aggressive here. Bound dropping down over toward the dip side. The thrust back, not enough to get the kill, and somehow windmilling, powering up the entire map of Solitude. Bound gets himself the kill. Renegade goes down as well. Just like that, Bound and Legend may have found their footing. You're down by 1 kill, but that could change here.
Yeah, it's got to be a bit tilting right there. Lucid got a player down to no shields who's right near Renegade. I'm assuming he's calling that out, but Renegade decided to full send on the Legend who was on the back of U-turn. So a little bit, maybe a little bit frustrating is that play. Renegade ends up going down as well to Legend, and now Legend has the shock rifle to utilize.
Sitting up high over toward the S4 side. I think I see Lucid pushing up quickly over on the top mid. What an angle. Legend catching Lucid on top mid. The pings are going down. The collapse is here. Legend down to about 1 shot. Not quite, but Lucid did spawn there. Bound's gonna have to do some damage. He's gonna have to make some magic happen, and that's exactly what he does. Bound laying down the law. Bound and Legend have the lead. What a double kill out of him.
Oh, great damage by Lqgend. Like you said, a great double by Bound to clean all that up. He blocks the line of sight to force the spawn on the blue as well. It'll be Lucid and Renegade stuck inside the blue, but looks like they will be able to gain a bit of space, and they've got the high ground for this camo as well. Never mind, that high ground is completely removed there as Lqgend gets a kill onto Lucid. He'll pick up the camo as well, and now he'll have that camo shock rifle combination.
13-9 lead in favor Bound and Lqgend. Renegade down to one-shot. Lqgend working with the shock rifle and camouflage combination. The moment Renegade and Lucid start to get anything going for them, some way, somehow, Bound and Lqgend, they bounce back, they suck the air right out of the room. Although Lucid and Renegade do have top control, they don't have the lead at the moment, and the way Lqgend and Bound are playing right now, this could be a 2-0 if the game continues like this.
Great awareness by Lqgend, a great angle as well. Unfortunately, well, he ends up not getting a lot of damage in, so it's up to Bound to pull out the kills onto both players, and he does just that. A 6-kill lead here. 16-10 now. Bound and Lqgend honestly dominating. It's like they had, honestly, it looks like they didn't take a break at all, Tony. What a great game out of them.
Trades do come out, both Bound and Lucid at the black screen, so momentary 1v1 between Lqgend and Renegade. And Lqgend knows that Renegade loves to get aggressive in that position, so throws a couple of denial grenades, make sure to keep Renegade back, and now Bound is spawned up. Both Lqgend and Bound can work together, which they've been doing so well all series long. Trade is out. A momentary 1v1 between Bound and Lucid, but man, what a stick. I mean, let me tell you something. Bound has always been an amazing twos player, but I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. He is playing lights out Halo Infinite twos at the moment. Possibly some of the best twos action that we have seen from him in a long time.
Team nearing victory.
I 100% agree. I don't know how that stick on Lucid ended up killing Bound, though. I thought he was far away. It might have been a thrust in Lucid's hands to ensure that trade. Lqgend gets the kill, though. It'll be Lucid now in a 1v1 situation, but oh my goodness, Bound. A beautiful shot there for the 22nd kill of the game. 3 more. Bound and Lqgend will go up 2-0 in the series.
And kind of a similar storyline that we saw in that game number 1. Bound 14-7 at the moment. The duo of Renegade and Lucid have 16 kills. Bound is almost outslaying the enemy team by himself again. Like, and we're not talking about, like, you know, a round one, even not even elimination bracket semifinals. We're talking about Renegade and Lucid, two of some of the best players that we have in Halo Infinite. I don't think anybody has them outside of their top 4, and honestly, many probably have them number 1 and 2. And somehow, Bound just simply having his way. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now.
I mean, that match was cool and all, but I'm looking forward to the chat. I just want to see the chat after the game. Oh, that was all cool and all, but let's look at the chat now. The in-game chat is hilarious, but we'll see what is said. But 25-17, game number 2, 25-20 in game number 1, and now all that Bound and Lqgend need is gonna be one more game, and they will close this out.
By the way, my teammates is on kangaroo ping, says Bound. That is that is crazy right now. That is crazy. I love what I'm seeing so far to Bound and Lqgend, but I will say it's not done yet. You may have come out through the winners bracket, so you have the advantage of only having to win one best of 5 series here in the grand finals. You may be up 2-0. But it's still Renegade and Lucid. Ain't no way I'm counting them out just yet. It could be 24-12 in this game 3, and I'm still not counting out Renegade and Lucid. I think, in fact, I'm gonna guarantee it. Guarantee it. Put it in writing. If not, I'll have active gift 100 subs in the chat.
Oh,
Renegade and Lucid are winning game number 3 no matter what. And if I'm wrong,
yeah.
Active will gift 100 subs in the chat.
Incorrect. I'm still thinking about what the heck kangaroo ping is. I'm confused. What is kangaroo ping? But here we go, guys. It's game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Bound and Legend up 2-0. Camo coming up very shortly. Bound hasn't missed a shot since this series started, and he's not stopping hitting shots now until I say something, and he misses that shot onto Lucid. But regardless, it's a 3-1 lead here so far for the side of Bound and Legend. Sniper and Camo in the hands of Bound.
Bound able to activate that camouflage, gets himself an easy kill onto the one-shot player. And the second one, not so easy, but still a double kill out of Bound and a 5-1 run. As of right now, Active's Wallace should be the one running at the moment, because he may be given quite a bit of gifted in the chat, because Bound is absolutely out of control right now. He is the final boss of this video game. He is the final boss of Halo at the moment.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to help me out on that gifted thing, because you know, I'm a dad and stuff. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, but someone can help me out in the chat if they want. You know, we can come together and get 100 subs together. You know what I'm saying? Support the LVT. You know, if you got my back. You got my back. You know what I'm saying? 8-1, a 7-kill lead. Like you were saying, Tony, I don't think this is gonna go any differently than how you predicted. I truly think Bound is on another level right now. And I got to talk about this duo, right? I think SSG is going to be one of those interesting teams to watch. I think we talked about this a little bit earlier. I think it comes down to just SSG coming out positive on the trade, or, you know, positive on the team change, I should say. And that's what's great to me. It's going to be incredible to see these guys on LAN. Legend, an incredible player in his own right. Obviously, even changing one player just really throws a wrench into things, and you got to build that chemistry once again. But we see with Bound and Legend, I mean, their two's chemistry at least is pretty on point.
Yeah, I mean, and I will say, I love the idea of watching Bound and Legend, even in 4v4 gameplay, just flying together and just putting down damage. Because, you know, as Bound kind of alluded to in the chat multiple times, saying that he's on Kangaroo Pain, kind of saying that normally when you play from Australia, you know, you're going to play on those 200 pings if you're pinging toward North America. But the fact that Legend is playing from France at the moment and playing at it, we've all been there. We played on a bad server for us. Imagine what it's going to be like when Legend and Bound on an equal footing and playing on LAN, flying at you, putting down that damage, being as objective efficient as possible. It's going to be fun to watch. Maybe as fun to watch as Renegade and Lucid coming back here in this game, because only down by 3 kills at the moment. Renegade was able to get away with not only with the camouflage, but also the S7 sniper as well, pinning that player against the wall, but Bound refuses to go down. Legend gets himself that kill. Camouflage is off the map, and Legend somehow is able to find the kill onto Lucid as well, holding onto that 4-kill lead. Bound and Legend, they slowed down Renegade and Lucid, who were starting to catch a bit of fire.
Yeah, that's it, right? You get that little bit of momentum. All you got to do is, or what you should do, I'm sorry, is make sure to shut that down quickly. And they do that, but it's Renegade and Lucid with a clean wipe of 2. And now they're within 2 in this game. 12-10 now. QT coming up in about 12 seconds. You'll see Camo, I believe, at 7:30 as well. We'll see if, or we'll see what team is able to get control of those power-ups. Very important on this map.
And we heard Active being the great guy that he was saying that not only is he going to gift the 100 subs when Renegade and Lucid win, but he also helped. He also asked for help from you guys in the community. He said, hey, you guys want to help out, you know, and match his 100 gift that he's already going to give. So, I mean, just being that generous and still wanting to worry more. I mean, hey, the LVT Halo, it's a great community event, and a great community kind of ran by the community, and I love what you're doing, Tim. I really do. So generous, man. You're the real deal.
Help me, please. A 7-kill lead here. We see time and time again, Renegade and Lucid getting a couple kills. to continue to fight to bring this closer, but you know, every time they get that bit of momentum, it's just completely shut down. And now Lqgend has a sniper in his hands. He's only got 1 bullet to work with, but Camo coming up at that 7-minute mark. He's gonna have eyes on it as Bound pushes forward. Renegade's ready for it though. Renegade, ooh, Lqgend ran out of ammo. Renegade ends up going down, and no one from the side of Bound and Lqgend go down. So again, clean kills is what wins games here. 22-12.
Well, at this point, I don't even think Bound and Lqgend really need the clean kills. They're able to trade out their lives. They're able to play, you know, not perfect Halo or even muddying things up. God, Lqgend with the freaking movement, making that jump look easy. I gotta line it up so I get the jump. He just boom, boom, done. Tower 1 to Tower 3. Sadly, Renegade was able to catch him on the low side of the map, and eventually Lucid does take down Bound. Down by only about 8 kills here are Renegade and Lucid. But let's not forget Bound and Lqgend. They're only 3 more from not only taking the game, but also ending this series, also ending this tournament.
Yeah, it's just a couple of trades here and there. Bound is going to go for that snipe. Oh, I love this bait right here, too. He has the AR, your favorite weapon, Tony. He's going to use it on Renegade. Ends up getting the kill. That's the 24th. And that just secures that 24th kill. The 25th kill goes in, and I'm not gifting 100 subs, Tony.
You're not. You're gifting 200. Dude, Tim. Oh, my God. So, Tim saying that he's not gifting 100 subs. He's gifting 200 subs himself. Dude, a man of absolute honor and integrity, holding on to his word and doubling down. Dude, Tim, you are incredible.
I hate this guy, chat.
You were incredible.
Well, there it is. Didn't get the call that we wanted. I'm sorry about that. Bound and Lqgend, the grand finals of the very first LVT Halo 2v2 Open. Of course, we have a 4v4 tomorrow as well, but congratulations to Bound and Lqgend winning that $800 prize. Of course, Renegade Lucid coming in second, but what a great series overall. We had a little bit of issues with the ping and stuff like that, but a shout out to Lqgend playing on 250 ping. I know that must be insane. I can't imagine. And yeah, just great teams all around. Everyone played phenomenal. So many people entered in. Just a shout out to you guys.